Hey guys, Fraser Hatyai here, and welcome to the Fraser Hatyai show. And today I'm going to talk about the craziest Farang in the village. It's not me. You may, from the title, you may have expected it to have been me, but it's not. But before I get to, it's not really a story. I guess it's kind of what's happening right now. About another foreigner that's in Ratapum, the village that I live in. But I'll get to that in a bit. So as always, my Vietnamese coffee is slowly and beautifully brewing. If you've never had Vietnamese coffee, you don't know what you're missing. What am I eating today? Today's food is kai palo or kai palo. It is a kind of a dish with slow cooked pork and boiled eggs, and it's cooked in kind of like a Chinese 5-spice. With cinnamon, starvies, cardamom pods, and other things like that, and also a lot of sugar in the palm sugar in the soup. It's kind of like a soup, but here it's just on rice. So I'm gonna get eating, and by the time I've probably told this story, my Vietnamese coffee will have finished brewing, and I'll be able to enjoy this with my meal. So let's give this a taste test first. My mother-in-law's behind me there. So there's a Crazy Farang living in this village. I don't know who he is. So let me tell this story from the start. A few weeks ago, somebody came to my door, a Thai person, very well dressed. I was in my office on a conference call, and my wife answered the door, and she said, "Who are you looking for?" She says, "Oh, I'm looking for the Farang, the foreigner that lives in Ratapum." Now, there's not many foreigners that live in Ratapum. There's maybe 3 or 4 or 5. And in this part of Ratapum, it's called Nong Kong, where I live. There's a small area. I thought it was just me. Apparently there's another guy. So this guy was looking for the foreigner of Nong Kong, the foreigner of this village. And he was told that he lived behind 7-Eleven, and this house here is kind of behind the only 7-Eleven in this area. So he said, "Oh." And then she asked more questions. What does he look like? And then what's his name? And then his name was something totally different. I was like, "Oh no, this guy's called Fraser, the guy that lives here." And the Thai guy was like, "Oh, no, I'm looking for this guy," and showed a picture. And then my wife said, "Oh, I know who that is. There's another foreigner that lives around the corner, which I didn't know about." So he sent him that way. Anyway, further on from that, moving further on from that, my wife kind of asked around who's this foreign guy, and then all these stories started coming out. Apparently he's living around the corner in this really small kind of really small house, and he lives there with his dog, and apparently his dog shits everywhere, and apparently he, during the night sometimes, goes out and takes a shit in the one of Sue's friends' rubber tree plantations. He goes and takes a shit all around it. So when that guy's like cutting the rubber in the dark, apparently he stood in this shit, which was obviously, you can tell what human shit is. It's still in human shit. And then apparently we found out this guy goes out and shits all over the place. This crazy foreigner, he lives with his dog in this small apartment. This tiny little, it's not apartment, sorry, it's like a little bungalow that's kind of like the bathroom and the room and where the dog stays all kind of merges into one, and apparently he's not very hygienic. So I don't know who this guy is, but I'm getting a bad rep because people are assuming all these rumors and stories are about me, but it's not. It's about this other random foreigner who lives in Ratapum. Apparently he lives alone. He's not with a Thai, so I don't know what he's doing here. It looks like he's on the run or something. He's a bit of a strange guy. But anyway, the story continues. Today I found out that this guy had got in an argument with the guy whose rubber tree plantation is next to where he lives. And for some reason he went this guy went and took out all the. So when you tap rubber from a tree, you put in kind of like a metal, a flat. Imagine the end of a spoon, you know, the flat part, flat thin piece of metal into the tree, so the sap comes down, drips off the piece of metal into a coconut shell or something, or a pot. Anyway, he went and started removing all the pieces of metal from the trees and tipping over all the shells and pots of rubber for some reason. And you can imagine, as this is a source of income for the guy who owns the rubber tree plantation, he was a bit pissed off. So he went and confronted the foreign guy, and then the foreigner went completely mental and started shouting and ranting, picked up a piece of wood, threatened to kill the Thai guy, and so on and so forth. So and apparently then they both calmed down and left, and then apparently they've had a fight a couple times. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell that story today about what's going on here in Ratapum with this crazy foreigner. And that brings me on to another thing. Thailand seems to attract these kind of foreigners, these kind of people. I don't know why, but I've lived in Thailand a long time, and wherever I go in Thailand, you always meet these kind of crazy, zany, nutty characters, illogical characters all over Thailand. I don't know why Thailand attracts these people, but they do. And I keep finding more about this guy out, more little bits of gossip around the village. And apparently he's been moving around from place to place, keeps getting chucked out of the villages that he lives in. So I don't know what's up with this guy. I get a suspicion he's one of these people that is on the run from his home country, because what the hell are you doing living on your own in a small village here in Ratapum, in the middle of Thailand? Like if I was single, I would not choose to live here. I live here because I'm married. If I was single, I'd be living probably in Hat Yai City, or in Phuket, or in in a bigger city, maybe in Chiang Mai or somewhere like that. But so something's not right about this, and things that he keeps doing. People have been round to. So my wife runs a kind of a photocopy shop here, and she does photocopies, a bit of graphic design, a bit of passport photos, things like that. And people have been saying, "Oh, I've heard these things about this foreigner of Hong Kong." So it's a bit fucking annoying. I'm getting this guy is making me look bad. So hopefully he leaves or something. Now I think it's gonna. It seems to be really escalating between him and this Thai guy. I don't think it's gonna end well. So I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know what happens on this. But kind of weird. I actually did see him once. He's a really big guy with beard. I saw him once when I went into the 7-Eleven here, and he was there because you never see other foreigners here. So I went in and I was like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" I didn't speak to him or anything, but yeah. So that's the weird story for today. And Thailand's full of characters. Post in the comments, what kind of nutty people have you met in Thailand? What kind of crazy characters have you seen while you've been in Thailand? Let me know. My Vietnamese coffee has now fully brewed, so let's give that a taste. And if you can hear some coughing during this video, I got a neighbour with a serious coughing issue. All he does is sit and cough all day. I keep saying, I tell my wife, why don't you tell him to go to see a doctor or something. It's really irritating. Like he's mad. Literally he'll cough, or sit out in his garden just coughing all day. Anyway, that's the end of that video. Short one today. Just thought I'd tell you that. Let me give you an update now. Apparently provinces have opened up now. Apparently you can now legally travel between any province in Thailand without any issues, which is good because I'm probably going to have to go to Bangkok next month to do visa stuff. So I'll let you know how that goes. And take you along with me, and I'll probably go there for a week or so. Yeah. Do you want to say? My wife just come out. Do you want to say something on the video? Nope. She waved no and ran away. She's very shy. Anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. Take it easy. Bangkok will be soon, and then as provinces have opened up now, and soon the country will, Laos and Cambodia will be the next trips, and Hat Yai. Yeah, it's Saturday now, so starting from Monday, I'm going to try and start making some videos in and around Hat Yai, so that'll be more interesting for you guys. So I'll start that from Monday. Other than that, take it easy. Enjoy yourself, stay safe. And tonight, the NASA and SpaceX are launching a human into to the space station. I'm really into that spaceship. It's really exciting for me. So it's going to be the first commercial human space flight ever tonight. So I'll be watching that. I'll be staying up late and watching that on live. I watched it last time. So if you don't know, they were going to. Sorry, the launch was planned a couple of days ago, but then like 20 minutes before, the weather just wasn't right, and they cancelled it. The requirement, they're being so. You imagine how careful they have to be. They want the conditions to be perfect. As yeah, that's my my neighbor. He's always making strange sounds and coughing and stuff. Anyway, so you imagine how careful they need to be. This is a big event. This is going to change the course of human space. It's the next space race, the next space age. So excited to watch this all unfold. And I'll be going to Mars at some point too. I reckon I'm gonna die on Mars. I'll volunteer. I don't think they'd want me, to be honest. By the time you get to Mars, I'll be probably 60, 70. By the time the settlement's set up there properly. And I don't think they'll want to import a 70-year-old to Mars, a 60-year-old. So probably never get to go to Mars. Well, it kind of sucks. Anyway, getting off topic there. See you in the next video. Take it easy.